Hey, it's Trixie. Welcome to the underground. Did you miss me? I was only off a week. I couldn't take it without you. I had to come back early. Okay, let's get going. First, we're going to talk about sports a little bit, little Trump, a little crazy news, and then I'm gone for another week. I just finished watching Wimbledon. Jannik Sinner. I got my Italia shirt on. He just won his fifth major. It was tough. It was a bunch of tie breaks, but it was interesting, and he won it. And yeah, Zverev won the French Open, but he didn't beat any. Like Alcaraz wasn't there. Sinner was knocked out because of the heat. So gotta beat the best to be the best. The women's, oh, Noskova. It was a Czechoslovakian final for the women's final against Mukova or something. I can't. I can't do these names. It's crazy, but she's 21 years old, first ever final in the Grand Slams. They were obviously with the other one because she's a little older. I think she was 29. She got so flustered. She was going to take it. She had like championship points in the second set, and then Muhova came back, and she was like this walking off the court because she couldn't take the crowd. And then when it was like, I don't know, new balls, this is what she was doing to block out everybody. I was like, oh my, did I ruin my hair? Anyway, but she ended up winning. It was very exciting in 3 sets. So I love tennis. The next is a U.S. Open, which is totally crazy, and I love it. I've been to so many events there, and I love it. Tom Brady has been accused again. I don't know if it's cheating. He doesn't play anymore. He's been accused of helping the Seahawks beat his old team, the Patriots, in the Super Bowl. So fans and commentators speculated he gave Seattle tips on how to beat the Patriots. The coach, Mike McDonald for Seattle, mentioned a, quote, mystery advisor with conflicts of interest. So there we go. Of course he doesn't want Drake May. He's the kind that gets jealous. He got jealous over Garoppolo and shipped him out. I'm not saying he did it. I don't know, but I wouldn't put it past him. He definitely wants to be the king over there. I mean, they have a statue of him over there in Foxborough. Trump interfered in the World Cup. I haven't really watched, except I did watch USA get beat by Turkey, which I didn't like. So he, Balgoon or whoever, I don't know his name, he got called for a red card, and that means you're suspended. Trump called the president of FIFA, put him back. So they did. The call was overturned. He got to play. Then they got beat by Belgium, humiliated by Belgium, 4-1. So yeah, stay out. Please stay out. Stop. Tries to cheat at everything he does. So England's in it. I was at the Italian feast last night. Argentina won, and Lionel Messi is just, and he's old, having a wonderful, just killing it. Just like Djokovic and Wimbledon, he's like 39, coming back and winning it in 5 sets against, I don't know his name, I can't pronounce his name, from Canada, some French guy. Anyway, it was amazing. The guy's half his age. The Washington Commanders retired. Will retire. John Riggins is 44. I've got like a couple of his jerseys because I love Riggins. All-time leading rusher for the Skins, for the Commanders, sorry. And everybody knows that tackle, or he tried to tackle him, Don McNeil, holding on to Riggins' leg in the Super Bowl, in Super Bowl 17, and he just ran 43 yards for a touchdown. Just beautiful. So that'll be retired on November 8th. A 61-year-old man partially sucked out the window of an airplane. Can you imagine this? A Boeing 737. Something happened. I don't know, but the window shattered. Usually people want the window seat, but the window dislodged. His wife held on to his feet for about 5 minutes. Can you imagine half your body's flying out the window and your wife is hanging on to you, trying to prevent him from being sucked out? I mean, he's in intensive care. That's the last time I heard. So Taylor Swift, a little Taylor Swift here. She reportedly is mulling over a residency at Madison Square Garden where she got married, and the Sphere in Vegas, according to Rob Shutter's Naughty But Nice newsletter. We don't know. She hasn't commented. I would definitely go. I mean, I definitely want to see her live because she's awesome live. So it would be worth like $1 billion. There's no confirmation on it, but yeah, she knows how to make the money, and she knows how to donate. So just let me say this: the NYPD chief, this is according to TMZ, outside the MSG, um, had to. He had a bullhorn. He must have been a Swiftie because he was like singing, "You need to calm down" to everybody. It's so hot. It's a cruel summer, and welcome to New York. I mean, pretty cool. Everybody complained about her, but she is amazing because she donated all this money. The food bank for New York City posted their thanks to Taylor and Travis for donating $1 million, 1 million to City Harvest, 2 million to education through music. And are you still upset she was there? 26 million altogether donated, and they donated to Children's Hospital, Dolly Parton's Imagination Library. Who doesn't love Dolly? They donated 2 million for her. Um, listen to this. Other bride didn't have such a good time. According to People.com, this bride was bit 92 times by ants in under her wedding dress. Oh, okay, that freaks me out. Bugs alone, my whole family, my mother got me paranoid against bugs at an early age. And I was over there a couple days ago and there was a black bug flying around. And thank God it wasn't near me, but it was on my sister's hair. She gets up like a maniac, flaunting and flailing. And it landed in her glasses and she's whipping off her glasses. They're like, kill it. My mother's like, put your shoes on and step on it. The thing was dead 50 times. I mean, unbelievable. Anyway. So they get married outdoors in Georgia. Katie Stokes, I don't know. Her husband and wedding planner picked out the remaining ants while she was lying down in the backseat of a car. She said it was the best day of her life. I can't say that would be a great day if I had a bunch of ants biting me. It reminds me of that movie Ants. Did you ever see the movie Ants? They were crawling all over the place. Unbelievable. Wow. Okay. Two people, this is crazy too, climbed on top of the Empire State Building. He wanted to propose. Can't you find a safer place to do it? A couple of Russians. I don't, who do you think you are? King Kong? I don't know what's going on. The cops had to climb up there to arrest them. I don't think they're bad people, but who would do that? I get vertigo. I get like I want to jump when I see people doing that stuff. Unbelievable. In Lexington, Kentucky, a mock firing squad. This is lovely. In the South, of course. Inside a church, Baptist church. These guys are nuts. In front of kids. At Vacation Bible School. That's a typical day at Bible school. The pastor says it's okay. People chanting, take him out, blow him up. Crazy. I mean, really? This is what you're teaching young people to like want to see people shot? Okay. Leaving your cat alone for an entire day, a day, is against the law in Sweden. Okay. Forget it. I've left her alone for a day. I've given her food, water. Owners must make sure they put emotional and social needs. The cats, their needs are met. They can't leave them alone. Please, cats are like in shelters getting euthanized every day. This is what you're doing to people? Cats can make it for a couple days. Don't worry about it. I mean, what is the penalty for it? Life in prison? Unbelievable. Trees? This is even more ridiculous. Well, I don't want to say ridiculous, but they call them tree huggers for a reason. Trees are officially recognized as living beings. I guess we can all say that. Plants are living and all that stuff. Oh, this is like in 40 miles west of Montreal in Canada. The Canadians with rights in a town in Canada. More rights than gay people and trans. Obviously, gay people on a cruise were turned away. They were on those cruises and they got turned away from Turkey and then Greece. Sorry, you do not have morals. I mean, really? You're going to start judging people about like living morally. Are you going to stop people from that cheat on their wives? How about domestic abusers? How about rapists? You're going to, it's so weird to like talk like that. I just don't get into this stuff because nobody's immune to sin. Nobody. Politico. According to Politico, Trump fired bipartisan election commission officials that help state and local officials hold elections. Well, of course he doesn't want the votes counted. This is like has to do with the machines and stuff. Of course, remember Dominion machines? Yeah, I'm sorry. Let's rig it up. That's what he wants to do. Rig it up. Rig up the midterms. And of course, the Supreme Court says, yep, you can do it. Fire whoever you want, honey, because you're king. Costa Rica has banned all sport and trophy hunting nationwide. Finally, a country with morals. So, yeah, I think trophy hunting should be banned. I don't want to weigh in on hunting. I don't agree with it, but I do eat meat. But trophy hunting, you want to hang that head on your wall? You're sick. Okay, so it's illegal forever. That would never happen in the United States because we're so like, that's all we care about is money and profit and rich people. Anyway, I think of Planet of the Apes. Beware the beast man, for he kills for sport and lust or greed. Remember that towards the end of the movie? According to The Guardian, Biden called Trump a loser. Well, he's not that out of it. He was giving the keynote address at a gala in Maryland. He didn't fall asleep during it. See, he's not that out of it, huh? So, also portraying Trump incompetent, corrupt, and vain. Yeah, we know he's vain. We're going to probably see his name on our money and his face on the monuments, okay? According to The Hill, Senator Bill... Oh, I forgot. Lindsey Graham died. My sister told me this morning. So, God will judge him. I'm not going to say anything except for God will judge him for worshiping the Antichrist on earth. We'll see how that goes. We don't know. But he was good when he was friends with John McCain. My cat's like behind me. Anyway, Senator Bill Cassidy, who was beaten by Trump-backed candidate, proposed on Face the Nation 2 weeks ago. He outlined a proposal that would have the federal government investing $1.5 trillion in an investment fund separate from Social Security trust fund over 5 years. Over 65 to 70 years, that the money would go in the fund, would grow 60 to 65% of the programs is unfunded accrued liability. He told CNBC in 2032, that's right, we're going to only pay out 79%, so, or 78%, one of those. But yeah, they better do something quick before Social Security, because I'm getting old. I don't want to work forever. My feet hurt me. In a Politico article, Make America Healthy Again, I am going to say something good about Trump. You don't have wax in your ears. I will say something good when he does something good. He says it. I don't know if this is going to happen. Insurers are launching special plans targeting chronic disease, which is good. Expanding functional medicine coverage. This is all my sister goes to. You know, she doesn't believe in traditional medicine, and, I'm starting not to either. Targeting the root cause of disease. You should see how much she owed for functional doctors, but she's feeling a lot better. And they try to prevent. They don't just treat, because this is sick care. And payment models focused on improving health outcomes, which we don't have. We don't have any better outcomes. I'm telling you, we spend all this money on testing and treating, and we don't. What do we live, an extra 6 months from the chemo? No prevention. Give me a break. They can't even cure athlete's foot. They're like mechanics. You take your car and I heard this noise. Well, I don't hear it now. There's nothing wrong. You go to the doctors. They're like, no, we don't see anything going on. Everything's set. All the tests say you're normal. I mean, they can't figure it out until you get worse. That's how it is. Psychology says people who don't clean their homes. I'm sorry, I'm not turning my phone the other way. The camera stays here on me. Are not a reflection of their character, thank God. Research showed mental, emotional reasons. Okay, I'm a lunatic. Affect ability to clean. You're not lazy. I repeat, you're not lazy. I don't like dusting. There's no glory in dusting. They're stressed, anxious, burnt out. I am burnt out. Sick of mean people. They want to clean, but they just can't. They just can't clean. They just can't dust. I vacuum because I got a cat. Housekeeping isn't about knowing what you need to do. It also depends on mental and physical capacity to pick up a dustpan. These mental processes are called executive function. So I'm not really good with executive functioning. When that is difficult, you can't take out the trash. I know how to do that stuff. The dusting. I have a problem dusting. And I'm a clutter queen. It's just too much. Mental health professionals see clutter as a sign you are struggling mentally, not that you refuse to clean. I give it a good clean a couple times a year. Of course, I clean the bathroom a lot. In Syros, an island in Greece, is allowing animal lovers to live for free. I'm going there. Under conditions. You take care of the island's numerous stray cats. I'll go for that. All right, I'm going. Syros Cats offer these volunteers. It's a program to get free room and board. Really, I want to know more about this. I want to do that. Because big deal. You got to give them a couple of like little crunchies. Who cares? I'll do it. I feed them now. CBS News. New Jersey employers whose workers are on Medicaid health coverage will have to pay a fee. Ooh, that's a way to make up for these cuts where costs are going up. And they're saying Obamacare is going up again, which it went up like $600 a month for me. I had to go off it. New Jersey governor signed the measure so employers with 50 workers or more covered by Medicaid, like I'm going to say like Walmart, they live with that kind of stuff. They pay their workers the bare minimum so they can we actually subsidize them. And they're like one of the richest families in the country, the Waltons. He said they can raise $145 million this year, which is amazing. Companies will be billed for every employee and dependents getting Medicaid. The fees are $325 a year for companies with 50 to 249 Medicare beneficiaries. And the most they will pay is $725 a year. I mean, that's not too. We can afford that with 500 plus recipients. So companies have been subsidizing, healthcare, with health coverage, like for taxpayers. We've been paying this stuff for a long time. Federal changes by Trump caused this reaction because states have to foot the bill for Medicaid holes left by the Congressional Budget Office expects more than $10 billion would be uninsured due to Trump's beautiful bill, that big ugly freaking bill by 2034. All right, guys. Hope you miss me. I love you. I'll see you again next week.